Hello, world. What's up, everyone? This is Dave with the Fight Bananas podcast. How's everyone doing out there? Man, oh man, what a show, guys. Undisputed Promotions, Orlando, Florida, just happened last Saturday. And we are about to talk to the new NBA Continental middleweight champion of this world, Robbie, the Beast Burwell. Man, we had Robbie on in the studio a couple weeks before this fight. Anthony Arvello has been a big contributor to the Fight Bananas podcast. So, man, I got to talk to Robbie right now. Robbie Burwell about to come on the Fight Bananas line. All right, guys, on the Fight Bananas line and new NBA Continental middleweight champion, my main man, Robbie Burwell. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Man, doing good. Gosh, what a weekend. What a show. I was so disappointed. I was, out of the state. If I wasn't, of course, I would be there calling the fights ringside. I was just devastated since day one. But how was it, brother? Undisputed Promotions, Orlando, Florida, the homecoming.
Oh, yeah, man. We missed you there, but it was a good night, man. It was a great card. Obviously, me and Danny went to war toe to toe.
Right.
The whole night, the buzz leading up to it, everything turned out better than expected, in my opinion.
Really? Okay. So I heard a lot too. I talked to a lot of the same people in the circle over there, especially in Orlando in the boxing scene, and they said the event, the atmosphere, the whole night was just electric. From the very get-go, so many fighters, been on the podcast before, but just so many fighters we went through the ranks, Sean Mason, Michael Pierre, Robert Brothers, so many, Danny Suarez, all these great fighters, and then to be on that platform, and then you to cap it off at the end of the night. Just what an event.
Yeah, man, it was great. It really was. I talked to all my people, and obviously I didn't get to see the fights before me. I've seen clips and everything after the fact, but just the card just was put together so well. Anthony and Undisputed did such a great job matchmaking, and just every fight was exciting. I mean, everybody was completely satisfied, with all the fights.
Right. So I saw you won by unanimous decision. The same thing. I wish it was, hey, if it was on pay-per-view, I would have gave you $60 right there and then. I desperately wanted to see it. Like I said, I was out of the state. And so how did the fight go? I missed the same thing. I seen little clips. I seen some people had some scoring sheets up there and, all of that. But can you throw out some of the details of your fight with Danny?
We came out. We had a game plan. Obviously box him. That was the game plan. Not give him too much ground, but stay in the middle of the ring, box him, give him the angles. Danny's a strong kid. He looked like he was coming in shape, but we were going to take him into the later rounds, work the body, try to get him tired.
Right.
So that's what we came out doing. Establish the jab. Obviously, that's the most important thing in every fight. And the jab was working. Everything was good. I started landing some shots, man, and kind of wanted to get in there, but my corner kept telling me, wait. But I'll tell you what, man, all the credit to Danny because we were all expecting him to wear down, and that man came in great shape. And I was landing some body shots, and he just kept coming, and he kept throwing back. And then, so the later last 3 rounds, especially 6, 7, and 8, I mean, we were just going toe to toe. I mean, I was, I stopped moving around so much, and we were just banging it out.
Wow, man. And brother, you said something. I've been saying it for years on this show. My favorite thing, and not even just boxing, Robbie, combat sports, MMA, anything in the world, right? The jab. It's just, it's something so simple, like to football terms. If you can run the ball, if you can get 5 or 6 yards of carry, you should dominate the game little by little. It's not sexy. It's not the Hail Mary. It's not the counter hook. You know what I mean? But if you can jab your opponent, you control the fight. You can control the tempo. I just think it's one of the most misused, misunderstood presence in the boxing scene. So I loved it. You were just telling me that I can picture your jab just pop, pop, pop all night long.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I can't wait to the next one, man. Woo!
And me either, man. I'm excited. It's been a great week, and just leading up into the fight, it was good to fight at home, and just Anthony, and Undisputed, they created so much buzz, and and really treated us fighters well and gave us a good platform. So it was an exciting experience. I had so much fun leading up to the fight and just being up there in front of the home crowd and everything. But yeah, man, back to what you were saying about the jab. I mean, I pride myself on having a pretty good jab. And, me and my team, we just know everything comes off the jab. I mean, your rhythm comes off your own jab, and then you use your jab to break up the other person's rhythm as well. So it's just key, without the jab, I mean, it's hard to get anywhere.
Right. So this one was in Orlando. With Anthony and Undisputed, kind of, that's to me, the home. It's called Homecoming. A lot of the fighters are based out of Orlando. But we've talked about it when you guys were in the studio together, and I've talked to Anthony's personal time, so many about, what's next, 2020, maybe Miami, maybe Brooklyn. Is there somewhere, where would you envision one of your next fights under the Undisputed umbrella? Where would you envision that fight being?
I mean, I love fighting at home. The home, Orlando's home. I love the fact that everybody can come out, and there was so much energy walking out to that fight and just hearing everybody. And I love that. There is literally nothing else like that. If I do have to pick a place out of town, I mean, you already know what I'm going to say. You mentioned Miami. I love it down there. It's my second home. So I would like it down there. I know Anthony, he's from up north in New York and everything, and he loves, Brooklyn and all that. And I never fought up there. I've never even been up there, actually. So really anywhere, man. I'm just trying to stay busy, capitalize off this win. You know what I mean? Get a couple title things, and maybe win another one. We'll see what happens.
I'm envisioning Memorial Day 2020 down there in Miami at the Hard Rock, teaching how the Dolphins, they can't really win in that building, so we got to get you down there to get the W in the Hard Rock. My man, wouldn't that be crazy, packing that house?
That would be insane. That'd be a dream come true for real.
Right. And this is one thing I've learned with being around with Anthony for, years and years now, calling fights, commentary on the fights, interviews, just talking to him on the phone on that weekly, you can just never count out anything. His vision, his drive for the sport of boxing, especially in Central Florida, and the professionals, people were maybe not taking him serious years ago, amateur shows, all that. But the show that he put on, and that's what everything I've been seeing and hearing and watching, just the event, not even just the boxing matches. You said how he matchmaked and just how great all these fights were, but just the event. We're seeing these camera towers and the music, and just seeing how you guys flew. You guys had a beautiful walkway to the ring. Just the Undisputed Promotions banner on at the UCF Arena just looked unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. And, I know how he does his amateur shows, and I had all the faith in him, and I knew this was going to be big. But like I said, it even surpassed my expectations. Like you said, the little things, the walkway, coming down, the long walkway, letting us come out to our own songs, and really having that introduction. Just little things like that it was just awesome. He did such a great job. Like you said, not only with the matchmaking, and there was a lot of things, behind the scenes. I know that he had a lot of obstacles he had to overcome. So you got to really give it up to him. He was the man behind all this and put together such a great show. And I'm just glad that it turned out the way it did.
Right. Man, it's insane. I've been in some of the weeks, some of those weekend days with promoters, boxing and MMA, and their phone every 40 seconds, 9 out of the 10 calls are usually a negative. Someone dropped out, a sponsor doesn't want to do this, someone, the taxi is not there, whatever the case may be. It's just headache after headache, and just seems like the great promoters, that Saturday night, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, the place looks beautiful, the sound is right, the tickets are sold, and everything just works out great, and that's when you're under the right team, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He kept his nose down to the grindstone, and he pushed through everything and made it happen. So
right, Robbie, I love your boxing mind. Huge main event, huge boxing heavyweight. Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz 2 this Saturday. I would love your take on it. And where do you see this fight going?
Man, honestly, I gotta go with my guy Wilder.
Yeah.
If I'm a betting man, I'm going with Wilder. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it is. I think it'll probably even go the distance, honestly. But I'm gonna give it to Wilder.
Can you? This is just my take, and tell me if I'm wrong or if you see anything. I think he's like underrated or doesn't get the respect he deserves. The wins and just like, why do you think heavyweight? And I just feel like he's underrated. Does that make sense? Or
Wilder?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I honestly, I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves.
Right. 41-0.
Yeah, and I think that has to do with a little bit of, it took him a while. He relied so much on that power for so long.
Right.
As far as, he was very wild and just kind of like unorthodox and like kind of come off as sloppy. But I mean, power, especially as a heavyweight, I mean, that's what you have to respect, and that's going to win you a lot of fights. And he's got literally devastating power. So he's gotten better, though. I mean, his boxing's been, polished up, and he's gotten better every fight. And but I agree with you. I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves. I think he's got to, take care of business here, and I think he needs to fight
Tyson
Fury one more time.
Yep.
And regardless, of what happens to what is it, Ortiz and Ruiz and Joshua, I think he needs to fight Joshua. I think he just needs to really solidify himself. I think he just needs to beat all those guys. He's got to beat them all.
Yeah, no, great point. There's so many up there. There's so many with him, Tyson, even this fight, the Ortiz too. This is a good fight. And like you said, Joshua, one man, to me, at the end of 2020 will go on a little 3-fight win streak against the other two. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And whoever comes out of that, you can argue best heavyweight since, the glory days of that Tyson, Evander, and, before that Foreman and Ali and all that.
Yeah.
I think whoever gets out of that smoke, alive.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what's got to happen. I think that's kind of gotten a little lost with today's boxing is, back in the day, no matter what weight class it was, but all the greats, you have 4 or 5 greats.
Right.
They fight each other, and then whoever comes out on top, is considered the best of that era of that weight class. And I think that's got to happen here. You can cry about the respect. Well, go take it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go earn it, go take it, and then leave no doubt. And then you're the man.
Right. Oh my God. And one thing you said too that really just fleshed, and I love bringing up the Dolphins with you. It's our relation bond. I think. Remember 12 years ago, Ronnie Brown and another runner, they were running that Wildcat in Miami.
Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams.
Ricky Will. You guys beat the Patriots that weekend, and you guys are just running the Wildcat, and people are like, that's not going to get you to the glory land. But I think Deontay was working on that power, in the 2012, 2013, 2014. But now, like you said, he's his game is shaped up. He's worked on the jab. He's boxing. Sometimes he's going longer in the fights than maybe some people think he can or should. But man, the man is winning, and when you're winning, and I'm looking through his lineup, he's fighting top-end talent. And like you said, the Fury fight, I don't know, man. That's boxing, it seems like, when it's that high. Seems like every, Triple G, Canelo, all those fights are a draw or controversial. That's just what the game is, you know what I mean? But
yeah, it comes with the territory. You
right,
know what I mean?
Right.
But that's why I say, you got to do it again.
Yeah. Yep.
It is what it is, but you got to do it again, whether you like it or not. You
right.
fought some other guys. Now go do it. You want to be considered the best? Beat him. Go beat Joshua or the winner of Joshua and Ruiz, and then take your place. You know what I mean? I think he's got it. And like you said, he's sharpened up on all his tools. He's consistently getting better and better. He's still got that power.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Go take your spot at the top.
Let's go, man. Robbie Burwell, champion of this world, NBA Continental middleweight. My man, the floor is yours. So happy for you. So excited for you and your future coming up. A couple big fights in 2020 for the Beast. I'm so excited. Like I said, brother, the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. I just want to thank everybody. Obviously, first and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity and letting me compete. I want to thank Anthony and Undisputed. They put on such a great show, gave us all a good platform, and for making the title shot happen. I couldn't be more thankful. My coach Peachy, my whole family, my girlfriend Heather, my mom, they helped me so much. And then obviously my sponsors, Upper Edge Vinyl, A Better Way Protein, my people at Pluck. You guys have been great. And you, man, thanks for having me on your podcast. Always enjoy it.
Absolutely, brother, man. Check him out. Instagram at KingRobert17, my main man, getting big in 2020. I can't wait. We'll definitely ride with you. Robbie, congratulations, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, brother.
All right. There he was, guys, the NBA middleweight continental champion, Robbie Burwell. Gosh, what a fan. I'm so pumped. Been watching him over the last year or two, especially with Anthony Arvello Jr., had him on the show, had him in the studio, the Fight Banana studio, and now he's the champion of this world. So, I don't want to say Fight Bananas creates champions, but hey, you do the math. Man, big up to KingRobert17 on the IG. Give him a follow. Give him some love. It was awesome. I love talking Deontay Wilder with him. I can't wait for that Joshua fight. Tons of great boxing content coming your way. Gosh, 2019 was on fire. 2020 will just even be, we can't wait. There's soon Deontay, Tyson, Joshua. There will be a triangle of 2 wins in a row, and whoever wins will be the baddest man alive. But don't tell Robbie Burwell that is, because he is the baddest man alive. Middleweight NBA Continental Champion. 2020 will be humongous for him. Can't wait. Undisputed Promotions will be huge. Check out Undisputed Promotions on the IG, on the Instagram. That's what the kids call it. Undisputed_promotions. Give them a follow. Show them some love. Guys, this is Dave Van Auken. Follow me on the IG at David Van Auken. Spell it correctly. Subscribe to the Fight Bananas YouTube channel. Give our sponsors love. You know what we're talking about. And Still Nutrition. Check them out on nstillnutrition.com. How about Warhammer Fightwear? You can go on Amazon and get their gear, or you can go to their mother site at warhammerfightwear.com. We got tons of things cooking and brewing. We have a brand new show coming this Monday talking about the fighter and the hair. I'm going to leave it alone like that. Check in Monday morning, hot on all podcast platforms and, of course, on YouTube. Great content coming. Man, stay blessed. Continue success to everyone out there. Help a neighbor, help a friend. And like always, stay bananas.